The PlayStation 3 era gifted us with some of the most iconic and genre-defining games in history. From heart-wrenching narratives to groundbreaking gameplay mechanics, these titles have left an indelible mark on the gaming landscape. Join us as we count down the top 10 PS3 games of all time, showcasing authentic gameplay footage captured directly from the original PS3 hardware.
Let's have some fun.
It's the battle of the century! Fight!
Kicking off at number 10, Ultra Street Fighter 4, the definitive fighting game that turned living rooms into EVO arenas. With 44 characters, brutal combo trials, and online lobbies that tested friendships, this was the game where button mashing met mastery. Still the best way to yell Shoryuken at 3 a.m. Capcom's definitive 2.5D fighter refined the genre with 5 new characters, 6 additional stages, and balance tweaks that catered to both newcomers and veterans. Its fluid animations and diverse roster made it a staple in competitive gaming circles.
Alone.
You realize this ship has an ejector seat, right?
Sorry. I guess you could say I've been a little antsy in my pantsy at the thought of getting back into the hero business.
Number 9, Ratchet and Clank Future, A Crack in Time. Since 2002, Insomniac Games' Ratchet and Clank series has been a strong, lasting staple of PlayStation's franchises. Though it debuted on the PS2, the series saw 6 new entries during the PS3 era, and for our bolts, A Crack in Time is the best Ratchet and Clank game released on PS3. While the formula for the series roughly remains the same, the ability to experiment with new parts to customize your weapons and the addition of hover boots add a lot more mechanical depth to the combat and exploration. Add on top of that a moving story that really digs into why the titular duo is so enduring and has endured for so long. And A Crack in Time delivers one of the best action games on the PS3.
I think so. I can hear someone in there. Keep that door shut, man! I don't want to go head-to-head with Batman! You didn't say it was Batman. Why the hell are we still here? We should run her!
Someone's fighting over here!
Number 8, Batman Arkham City, not only takes a more is better approach, but finds genuinely surprising and delightful ways to pull in various characters from the Batman mythos into one incredible adventure, retaining the core combat, exploration, and stellar voice cast of Asylum. City finds inventive new ways to throw harrowing challenges in Batman's path, with a host of incredible villain-side mission storylines, a more varied overworld, and a deeper, moving story as the late Kevin Conroy's Batman and Mark Hamill's Joker pick up their showdown from the first game. In nearly every way, Arkham City cemented Rocksteady's take on the Dark Knight. Number 7, LittleBigPlanet 2, the game that turned us all into Spielberg. With endless creativity, LittleBigPlanet 2 improves immensely on the formula of Media Molecule's platformer and creation franchise, adding more level design options and the ability to essentially create a game within a game. While it does have a story mode with over 50 levels, the robust and refined customization notches it above the original LittleBigPlanet for us, and demonstrated the imaginative possibilities Media Molecule has continued to explore in dreams.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
Number 6, Portal 2, is the perfect example of what a sequel can be. It took the original's framework and blew it out into a true classic. The writing is funnier, the campaign longer and more layered in its puzzles and storytelling. Throw in one of the greatest standalone co-op campaigns ever made, and you have an all-time great filled with unforgettable moments, from the GLaDOS potato sequence to the final moonshot. It's been over a decade since we got this incredible sequel, but it's hard to imagine exactly how a third entry would top this modern classic. Still, we'd love to see Valve try. Number 5, GTA 5, the game that turned Los Santos into a sandbox of chaos. Heists, yoga with Michael, and Trevor's I'm a Cucumber meltdowns. 10 years later, and we're still debating. Is it a crime sim or the best therapy? Rockstar Games sets a new bar when it comes to open-world games with each new release, and GTA 5 is no exception. With a massive, beautiful open world littered with things to do, GTA 5's three-protagonist storyline lets you explore every facet of that world and engage in some incredible missions, while also never preventing you from roaming around, crashing cars, and hunting for Bigfoot through Los Santos. And that doesn't even begin to recount the extremely robust GTA Online mode, which continues to receive frequent updates and deliver on the type of deep sandbox experience Rockstar continues to set the high standards for. Number 4, Dark Souls, the masochist masterpiece, where you died became a lifestyle and every bonfire felt like a hug. Pro tip, praise the sun, and maybe cry a little. Dark Souls was not the first Soulsborne game to come to PS3. That honor belongs to 2009's Demon Souls. But From Software's next Soulsborne became a runaway hit that helped spawn a successful franchise and more widespread success. Yes, it retains the brutal difficulty of Demon Souls, but its impeccable level design, allowing players to venture to and die in many varied spots throughout the kingdom of Lord Ran, is a marvel to look back on and explore to this day. Add to that the fundamentals of the Dark Souls combat and progression systems that would become bedrocks of the trilogy, and a stellar lineup of boss fights that are still some of the most memorable in the series. And Dark Souls wasn't just a great blueprint for what would follow. It was an unforgettable adventure in its own right.
Look what slithered into town! How you doing? Somebody taught me well.
Number 3. Red Dead Redemption. A few years prior to GTA 5's incredible debut, Rockstar Games went back in time to produce one of its finest adventures ever, Red Dead Redemption. The Western setting offered a nice change of pace from the more modern GTA trappings, as players adopted the life of a virtual gunslinger traversing across parts of North America on horseback without losing any of the tension or thrills of the developer's more present-day settings. In fact, Red Dead delivers one of Rockstar's best stories ever, in large part thanks to the man at the center of it all, John Marston. It's no wonder the anticipation for Red Dead's sequel reached the heights it did. The gripping story, beautiful world design, and mechanical depth all came together to create a singular, fantastic journey through the Wild West. Red Dead Redemption was re-released for PS4 in 2023, and so is once again available on modern PlayStation consoles. Considering how well RDR has aged, now is the perfect time to jump back into this great Western adventure. Number 2. Uncharted 2 Naughty Dog's Indiana Jones Fantasy. The pinnacle of Naughty Dog's Uncharted PS3 trilogy, Uncharted 2 set the benchmark that the studio and much of the industry's blockbuster action adventures would strive for. Uncharted 2 is perhaps best remembered for its handful of unforgettable moments. That opening as Nathan Drake escapes a teetering train, a blowout shoot, him up in the midst of a collapsing tower, and a dazzling moving train sequence that still ranks among the genre's best. But Uncharted 2 also cemented the series' beloved characters, even if Nate kills a lot of people. His relationships with Elena and Sully are more fully explored, and Chloe Frazer, one of the franchise's best characters, is introduced. The marriage of action and character moments, including the introduction of series highlight Chloe Frazer, cemented Naughty Dog's knack for cinematic storytelling on a level that only the developer itself would eclipse during the PS3's life.
Fucking A, man.
Look what I've... What the fuck?
Damn it. Get ready! Fuck you!
And number 1, The Last of Us, the game that redefined storytelling. A fungal apocalypse, Joel's moral freefall, and Ellie's "everyone I've cared for has either died or left me" gut punch. Not just a game, a masterpiece. Naughty Dog began the PS3 generation with Uncharted and ended it with The Last of Us, the pinnacle of the studio's storytelling ambitions of that generation. There was certainly no shortage of zombie fiction at the time of its release, but Naughty Dog grounded The Last of Us viral outbreak in a dark, brutal, and stirring world that felt so realized in large part thanks to its two main characters. The Last of Us doesn't work if players don't connect with Joel and Ellie. But fortunately, the heart-wrenching script and incredible performances by Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson give these characters so much depth as they learn to survive, care for, and ultimately learn some hard truths about each other and the world around them.
Shit! I know that sound. I got you now, motherfucker.
And there you have it, the 10 games that defined the PS3 era. Whether you spent hours mastering Dark Souls or sobbed through The Last of Us, these titles remind us why the PS3 was a legend. Smash like if your childhood lives in this list, subscribe for more throwback rankings, and comment the game I desynced. PS3 Squad, keep those Blu-rays dusted and your nostalgia dial cranked to max. Until next time, game on and never forget, the best way to predict the future is to play the past.